Hi, welcome to the absolutely improvised monologue. You know the deal, the stuff's down here. Before we get started, I want to tell you I got a couple calls, a couple emails about Gail. There is no Gail. Gail is absolutely fictional. Eldon is fictional. Kick is fictional. What I'm doing is I'm just creating monologues based on prompts that people send me, one word prompts. And it's been suggested that maybe I take this further, maybe formalize it. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I just know that right now I'm creating monologues based on prompts and having fun. So here's today's. It was by far going to be the most difficult thing for me to accomplish. I had to focus on A, not disappointing Gail, B, not disappointing my dad, and C, getting through high school, getting to graduation day without getting caught. So the good thing is, one of the teachers, he gave me a diversion. Now you're probably saying to yourself, "What kind of diversion, Porky? You're the man. You're on point. Nothing is about you." Here's the thing: I was not so good at biology. I was great at anatomy. I knew all the parts and what they did, but biology not so much. So the teacher says, Porky, you're not going to graduate if you don't get at least a C in my class. And right now you're pulling a solid E. Oh man. Gail can't walk down that aisle with her cap and gown without me being about 6 people behind her. I mean, she can. I can't live with that. So I start cracking the books. I'm reading books. I'm watching these VHS tapes at home. I'm doing everything I can to elevate my knowledge of biology. Right? I'm watching Weird Science. I'm watching 20,000 Fathoms Under the Sea. All the stuff that you watch to learn about science, biology. Okay. So the day of the big test comes. The teacher, Mr. Lockwood, calls me into the office. He says, all you got to do is get a 67. 67 is a C. If you get the 67 on this test, you get a C in the class. And we're done. And you graduate. And you go out with your life. I said, I could do that. He said, but if you do too good on the thing, I'm going to fail you. Because I'll know you cheated. Because you, Porky, are not an A student in science. Now, I admit I was a bit deflated. I'd worked diligently at getting my grade up. But he was correct. I had to come in at about the 70 range so I could get out of the class, get out of school, make Gail happy, make my parents happy. So the day the test comes, I go in this little room, and there's a stack of paper and a bunch of questions with multiple guesses, right? I do them. I handed them in. He said, you got 90 minutes. I was done in an hour. I said, here you go, Mr. Lockwood. Either we sink or we swim. And I went out and smoked about 16 cigarettes right there, man. 16 cigarettes back to back. Back then it wasn't quite as expensive. So I came back to Mr. Lockwood's office and sat outside. Gail was pacing. Gail was more nervous than I was. Eldon and Kick were outside smoking. Mr. Lockwood came out of his office, his head down, his hands in his plaid polyester pockets. He said, Porky, the look on his face, Gail almost broke down. I looked at him, I said, yes, Mr. Lockwood. He said, you got a 68. And I looked at him, I said, I was shooting for 69, but I'll take a 68. And he gave me some kind of limp-handed science guy high five as Gail ran over and hugged me. I'm walking down the aisle with her for the first, but not the last time. So that's cool.